A moment of silence, watching the clouds evaporate off the mountainside. Can't see it through the camera. It's crazy. I call them castle clouds sometimes because if you wake up early and you look, they're like mirages. They look just like the mountains in the distance, but then they will start to, I call it evaporate, but they look like they're just drifting away. It's amazing. All right, good morning, friends. Welcome to the Daily Grounding. This is Richard. A little bit of truth at dawn, where we rise in truth, the root and purpose, and carry the light no matter how deep the shadows grow. So today, I was focusing on a theme of let your light shine. Even when the world grows dark, a single flame can push back the night. We are that flame. Be the light you want to see. Be the change you want to see, you know. See what I did there? Yeah. The world will give you plenty of chances to mirror its pain, but reflecting darkness only multiplies it. So don't echo hate. Don't reflect the shadows. Shine through them. There's the old golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Not the way they treated you, right? If that's the case. But even just ignore the last part and stick to the rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And then my man Mike always told me the other golden rule was you can't fix stupid, right? And then my buddy Casey told me you can beat it with a 2x4 though. But I don't fix it, and it don't make it better, but it is kind of humorous. And, you know, I gotta enjoy it somehow. And I guess laughter is that way. Don't become what you despise in your opposition to it. Is one of my sayings. I always said a lot. And you can't kill the killer without becoming the killer. And, you know, whatever, I'm sure someone else said it before me. There hasn't been an original thought and whatever. So I don't really take credit for those, but that's where I heard them from, was from myself. So let that be your boundary line. When someone comes at you with hate, let your response say, I still choose love. I still choose truth. I still choose to be light. Don't let pain, offense, or injustice twist you into their image. What you do in response forms your soul, and your soul is eternal. Think it, do it, embody it, manifest it, bring it to fruition. But I can have these principles and beliefs, but if I don't live them, it's all just fake. Some truth to grow on. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. And I just picture a little candle there, burning, the wind gusting, darkness trying to consume it. But that little candle just keeps burning. It's like the little train that could. But, yeah, let that flame burn because I'm lost without it. Yes. I had some weird dreams last night, but all right. Let's get into our daily segments. Our Bible verse for the day, Matthew chapter 5, 14 to 16. Oh man, helps if I write it down, huh? Let's see if I can look it up real quick. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, all right. Looks like here we are here. 14 through 16, Matthew chapter 5, 14 through 15. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all the house. Yeah. Touche. So, this verse reminds me that our lives are the message. Letting your light shine doesn't mean being loud. It means being faithful, kind, and rooted, even in chaos. Little warrior wisdom for the day. Here comes the sun. It's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. That's a Seneca. And it's getting, kind of, but craving more, revenge, validation, power, feeds the shadow. True strength is contentment. True power is space. Kind of makes me think of that, there's two wolves. And the one that survives is the one you feed. Just for today, our sobriety truth for my sobriety warriors. Just for today, I will not pick up what breaks me. Yeah, that's a good one for me, huh? Break myself. Whether it's a substance, a grudge, a control, myself, let it go. Don't let shadows creep back into your heart. Freedom is won moment by moment. Inspirational quote. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. God bless. My anger won't heal the world. That's a fact. It'll destroy it. Destroy me. Your light will. Grace is resistance. Forgiveness is power. I guess sometimes we got to forgive ourselves too. Reflection question. Where am I tempted to fight darkness with more darkness? What would light look like instead? So this makes me think, so like someone's rude to me, rather than saying get bent, or some variation of that, you know what I mean. I tell them to have a wonderful day. I try to keep my sarcasm to myself, but the more I do it, the better I get at it. Practice makes perfect, and I'm even starting to become genuine when I say it. You know what? I hope you have a nice day, and not my usual dry sarcasm. And that's part of, training and relearning and rewiring. It's work. But if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it. Our daily challenge. When someone annoys or offends you today, Pause and bless them instead. Seek peace over them, even if silently. Pray for your enemy. You know, I think I'm done even caring about time limits. It's just going to be what it is, and then people can watch it or not. Our knowledge nugget fun fact for the day. Fireflies produce light with no heat, called bioluminescence. Like you, they shine without burning others. Be a firefly in the night. That's poetic. As a kid, I'd spend some time in West Virginia with my cousins and my grandma and my aunt and uncle. I remember one time we're out there, we would smash the fireflies where they were luminescing, and we'd put it like on our face as war paint. Yeah, I mean, whatever, kind of mean to be killing fireflies back then. But, you know, that was 28, 30 years ago, so I was a kid. Prep tip of the day. Practice situational awareness today. Put the phone down when walking or in public. And so that's being aware of what is around you. Be aware. Have intent in your actions and thoughts. That's warrior presence. Knowing your surroundings and knowing your center. And I'm just a weirdo, so I notice things, but I always have, and it's just like ingrained in me. And then, the more I learn, the more things I'll go into a place now because I'm an HVAC guy, right? I'll start checking out duct systems, and that's kind of natural, but I've always been the guy when I walk into a room, like I start counting people, how many people fit in this place, or you'll see their maximum occupancy 300 or whatever, and then I'm like, man, could you imagine 300 people in here? And I start counting chairs and I locate things, But I don't know, I've just always been that way. Guess I've been a weirdo my whole life. That's what everyone always told me. So yeah, I think it's a good thing though. So I don't really care. Yeah. Situational awareness. Word of the day. Integrity. I got an integrity award once. Definition: the quality of being honest and moral, upright, even when no one is watching. Yeah, I think I got that thing in 7th grade. Got a respect award in 5th grade, 6th grade. Whoop-de-doo. What has respect and integrity done for me? Well, I guess it's kept me fairly decent. I mean, I still did some messed up stuff because of drugs and alcohol. Didn't have integrity or respect there, did I? Guess I got to get back to my roots. Integrity is light. It glows from the inside out. Let that be your armor. He moved through the world with integrity. His words matched his walk. Gardening tip of the day. Yeah, I don't like that one. We need a new one here. Let's go with rotate your crops each season to prevent soil depletion and reduce pests. Ooh, we got a growth sometimes means change. Don't fear rotation. It brings restoration. Yeah, that was my spiritual tie-in. Growth sometimes means change. Don't fear rotation. It brings restoration. I need some of that. I'm getting there. I've been feeling better since I've been letting God in, but apparently I'm still struggling with it sometimes because I need to just let go. All right, our trivia. Yesterday's question: what ancient philosopher gave up wealth to live in a barrel and preach contentment? Diogenesis of Sinope. Sinope. Yeah, he told Caesar or Alexander the Great, "Get out of my sunlight, fool." Right? He was a Greek philosopher and one of the founders of cynicism. That's pretty cynical. Diogenesis famously gave up all material possessions, lived in a large ceramic jar. Man, it must have got hot in that. Dude, what, was he out in the desert? He's like lived in a ceramic jar. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Often referred to as the barrel. And taught that happiness comes from living simply and in accordance with nature. When Alexander the Great visited him and asked if there was anything he could do for him, Diogenes, Diogenes replied, oh my gosh, I'm horrible. Diogenesis, I swear that's what they call him, but it looks like Diogenes. I don't know, strange. He replied, yes, stand out of my light. That moment became legendary for illustrating Diogenes' radical independence and disregard for status of power. Which I got some respect for that, because in a way, right, it's kind of ironic how I can't stand government, which is a central form of power, but then I'm trying to hand my life over to God, who's a central form of power, and it's kind of ironic, and maybe that's why I struggle with it so much, because I've always been such a rebel. When the sun comes up. All right. And where we at? We got a joke or something. Maybe. Ooh. Okay. Today's question: which ancient warrior philosophy emphasizes death before dishonor and shaped the samurai code in Japan? We'll have that answer tomorrow. This day in history, August 4th. 1790, U.S. Coast Guard founded. 1964, August 4th. Civil rights workers' bodies found in Mississippi. That's tragedy there. In 1930, August 4th, Neil Armstrong born. He's the first man on the moon and apparently the last or something. I don't know. No, okay, don't listen to me. It's probably not accurate. I don't know. We should look into that. Our joke of the day. This one reminds me of Pacifica. What do you call fake spaghetti? An impasta.